Evening, I'd like to call to order the regular meeting of the Lakewood City Council in Lakewood, Colorado on November 25th, 2019 at 7 p.m. in council chambers. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Paul.
This morning, you were on my mind, and you were on my mind. I got troubles, oh, I got worries, oh.
And a very colorful character that came to a lot of these meetings for a lot of years, and we want to remember him and his family. So if you'll please rise and join me. Thank you. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please be seated. All right, before we move to item 4, I'm going to invite Councilor Roybal down. Well, as I mentioned, we have a very special evening ahead of us tonight, and we want to take a moment to honor Councilor Roybal for his 8 years of service, but that's actually just a little snippet of his time that he's been actively engaged in our community, really working hard and giving a voice to not only Ward 3, but the city, but to our veterans in particular. And you've always had a special part as a veteran yourself as to what can the city do, what can our role be to better support. And so we want to thank you for your dedicated service, all your time. You're famous for saying, we fight like cats and dogs, but at the end of the day, we're family. And so I want to thank you, and on behalf of the city, we have a nice token of our appreciation.
Mayor, thank you.
So now he really wants to have this opportunity to speak to us for a couple hours.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I'm going to make this short and sweet. You know, it's been great. I've learned a lot. I've grown a lot. And believe it or not, the city has helped me out tremendously personally. Being a military person, coming back, there was a lot of stress, and it helped me work out my stress. So thanking each and every one of you. Thank you, the city. Thank you, and I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
All right, will the clerk please read item 4?
Item 4, induction ceremony, mayor and city council members.
All right, so I'm going to invite our judge, Corinne Flanagan, down to help us take the oaths.
Okay, here. You're on the other side of, according to Michelle. Yes.
We do what we're told.
Exactly. All right. Congratulations, everyone, on the election. If you could raise your right hand, please. I, Adam Paul, swear or affirm
Affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the State of Colorado,
the Constitution of the State of Colorado,
the Charter and ordinances of the City of Lakewood,
the Charter and ordinances of the City of Lakewood,
and to faithfully perform
and to faithfully perform
the duties of the office of mayor,
the duties of the office of mayor,
upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I'm about to enter.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, you have to sign 2 copies. Right there and there. Okay, thank you. Okay, the next is Charlie Abel, Ward 1. Congratulations. Hello. Raise your right hand. I, Charlie Abel,
I, Charlie Abel,
swear or affirm
swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the State of Colorado,
the Constitution of the State of Colorado,
the Charter and ordinances of the City of Lakewood,
the Charter and ordinances of the City of Lakewood,
and to faithfully perform
and to faithfully perform
the duties of the office of City Council,
the duties of the office of City Council,
upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I'm about to enter.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Charlie, you need to sign. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sharon, you're up.
Sharon Vincent. Word 2. Okay, please raise your right hand. I, Sharon Vincent,
I, Sharon Vincent,
swear or affirm
swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the State of Colorado,
the Constitution of the State of Colorado,
the Charter and ordinances of the City of Lakewood,
the Charter and ordinances of the City of Lakewood,
and to faithfully perform
and to faithfully perform
the duties of the office of City Council,
the duties of the office of City Council,
upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I am about to enter.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hold on, you've got to sign. I know. Don't run away. There. And there. Thank you. Ward 3, Anita Springsteen. And I think you wanted to have family come down too. Guys, okay, if you could raise your right hand, please. I, Anita Springsteen,
I, Anita Springsteen,
swear or affirm
swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the State of Colorado,
the Constitution of the State of Colorado,
the Charter and ordinances of the City of Lakewood,
the Charter and ordinances of the City of Lakewood,
and to faithfully perform
and to faithfully perform
the duties of the office of City Council,
the duties of the office of City Council,
upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I am about to enter.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll have you sign there. And there also. Thank you. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you. Ward 4, Barb Franks. Congratulations. I, Barb Franks,
I, Barb Franks,
swear or affirm
swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the State of Colorado,
the Constitution of the State of Colorado,
the Charter and ordinances of the City of Lakewood,
the Charter and ordinances of the City of Lakewood,
and to faithfully perform
and to faithfully perform
the duties of the office of City Council
the duties of the office of City Council
upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I'm about to enter.
Congratulations. Thank you. And last but not least, Dana Goodwine. Oh, good. Our family. Are you, do you, yeah. Yeah. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
All right. I, Dana Goodwine,
I, Dana Gutwein,
swear or affirm
swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the State of Colorado,
the Constitution of the State of Colorado,
the Charter and ordinances of the City of Lakewood,
the Charter and ordinances of the City of Lakewood,
and to faithfully perform
and to faithfully perform
the duties of the office of City Council
the duties of the office of City Council
upon which I am about to enter.
upon which I am about to enter.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Your Honor, thank you very much. Yeah, we appreciate it, and congratulations to everyone, and welcome to Councilmember Springsteen. We're going to take a recess. When we come back, we'll have everything changed. But also, while we're doing that, if you'd like to take pictures, or you didn't get enough of the previous go around, please feel free to do that. Let's say it's 7. It's not 12 yet. It's 7:12. So how about we come back at 7:30? Does that seem doable? If we need to be flexible, we can. So we will take a break, and hopefully you can stay. Come back if you want. Reconvene the Lakewood City Council meeting of November 25th, 2019. Time is now 7:40. Let the record note we do have the newly elected body seated, and again would like to welcome Council Member Anita Springsteen. You're welcome. So before we jump into public comment, we do have two special guests, and I'm going to ask them, since they came out and braved the snowstorm and didn't eat any cupcakes, to please come down and introduce yourselves and tell us what you're doing. Welcome.
Thank you, Mayor Paul.
I'm Connor Jordan, and I'm from Troop 554.
My name is Sean McCauley. I'm from Troop 166.
Okay.
And we're both here for requirements for the citizenship and the community merit badge for us to complete our Eagles.
It's great. So when will you be completing?
At least before February.
Great.
Is my deadline, so.
Yeah, my deadline is a little closer. I'm 18 in December 27th, so this is my last merit badge. So I'm just trying to get it underway.
It's great. Congratulations to you both. Good luck. Okay, with that, we'll go to public comment, and it's pretty light, and I think everybody knows the rules. Director Menton, you'd like to speak on behalf of RTD? Yes, ma'am.
Natalie Menton, Berkeley. I'll be RTD in the Berkeley. I was going to go senior citizen. Ward 5. All right, so what I wanted to talk about really quickly is that who here, if you don't mind raising your hands, is aware that RTD is having a workforce shortage, and we are having to drop service, and we have tried multiple different tactics from increasing the wages. Right now we start a bus driver or operator at $20 an hour, goes up to above 25. Excellent benefits, and it's not combating the problem. We've expanded service so much, and there's some other quirks in there that we just can't cover everything. So we get people on, and we get them all trained, but then they find out what we're doing right now is mandating 6-day work weeks. So that doesn't last long for a lot of people. Some of the drivers like the overtime, but for a majority, it's taking a toll because this is going on 3 to 4 years now. So we are going to be reducing service, making adjustments, and we were supposed to meet here within like next week, but because their staff's going to need a little more time to drop the plans, we will have a draft plan in December 19th. We will have a study session about what that draft plan is. We did go out to the public and we surveyed. We got about 14,000 survey responses, and 60% in that study said they would rather see us reduce service to know that we will deliver versus giving them the same schedule we have right now with no guarantees. So we did do quite a substantial outreach. For the District M, which is their area that I cover, Wheat Ridge, majority of Wheat Ridge, majority of Lakewood, and Golden. The lines that could potentially be affected are all of them, but there are some low-hanging fruit where we've got service that's running over itself with another one. As an example, just to give a heads up, on Colfax, very well used route, but we've got two of them. We got the 16, we got the 16L. They have slight different variations, but there's times where they are literally running over one another. Last time we tried to make an adjustment there was a group that protested that, but we're at the point we just don't have a lot of choices. So December 19th, if anybody is interested, keep up at rtd-denver.com. Go to the news stop, so that's rtd-denver.com/news-stop. That's where you get a link to all the RTD board meetings, along with the updates. Pretty much what we're facing right now is 3 to 4 years of bus drop service, but now because the southeast extension opened over in Aurora area of the Denver Tech Center, that's really crunched us, so now we're getting drops on the W line. And I got 5 seconds, so the regular comment I'll get from riders is, you said you dropped this time. I went out to get the next one. That one was dropped, and then I ended up waiting. By the time I got on and everybody else on the platform, it was all stacked up. I couldn't even get on really. So we will be addressing that. Whoops.
Before you go, are there any questions about RTD? I have one. Unfortunately, it's not bus related, but light related on a bridge that goes over 6th Avenue.
Yes.
Curious.
We just trimmed $44 million from our budget.
Thought I might hear that.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's been a consistent theme year after year after year after year. Every year I've been on there, it's 30 million, 40 million. And I'll just go in. I think it's government speak in some ways. We want this much, can't have it all, so we got to cut. But I do know that you would like Christmas lights up there.
Maybe we could have a bake sale. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anybody else, public comment? All right, seeing none, I will close that. I thank you for that update, and we certainly know while we were kind of having some fun with that, it is a challenging time for our transit partner, and a lot of folks depend on those opportunities. So if there's anything the city can do to help engage, please let us know.
Can we get a 30-second Channel 8 thing running with our Help Wanted app?
So we will check with, we'll check with the folks here and get back to you. Yep. The clerk, actually the executive report, Ms. Hodson.
Great, thank you. Just a couple of things. And welcome to Councilor Springsteen. First of all, do you remember a couple of months ago we talked about this regional effort to try to slow people down on I-70? Do you remember that? It was an effort between Arvada, Golden, Morrison Police Departments, the Lakewood Police Department, and the Colorado State Patrol, as well as Jefferson County Sheriff's Office. Well, as a result of this effort on Interstate 70, C470, West 6th Avenue, and Highways 93 and 285, as a result of that effort, we arrested or gave citations to a total of 206 citations were issued. The focus was on excessive speed and aggressive driving of both commercial and personal vehicles traveling on these major highways. Of these citations, there were 176 charged with speeding, 18 charged with failing to move over for a stationary emergency vehicle, and multiple citations were issued with charges such as driving under revocation and expired plates. So we see that as a real successful effort, and we'll do that again in the future. So I wanted to give you a sense for those results. Also, our own Chief McCaskey has been asked and actually has been appointed to the Cold Case Oversight Task Force. It's quite an honor. He was asked by State Representative Casey Becker, and he was asked with Senator Rhonda Fields, Lakewood Police Chief Daniel McCaskey, Lake County Sheriff Amy Rees, and Stephanie Booth to serve on this task force. So congratulations to Chief McCaskey. That's a great honor, and we're very proud that he was asked to do that. And finally, second to finally, we have all kinds of holiday happenings that will be taking place between now and Christmas. And they include things like Timothy P. and the Rocky Mountain Stocking Stuffers, Lakewood Lights, the Angel Tree, Friends of Paha, Winter Solstice Celebration, etc. You will get this whole list in your Looking at Lakewood that will be mailed out tomorrow. So although they're not in one place on the website, you can find all of these individual events on the website, and they will be mailed in Looking at Lakewood tomorrow. So please look for that. And finally, as part of our council onboarding process, we have a session next Monday, December 2nd at 5:30, and we will be reviewing a new format of information that I was talking to Councilor Bita about recently. This staff has put together a new site just for city council folks so that you can access all the different documents that you would want instead of having to look all throughout the website and dig through information. So this will be kind of a one-stop shop for you, and we've tailored it specifically for you, and we want to hear your feedback to hear what else you want to see from this site. So we're going to review that on Monday at 5:30, and then we'll start the rest of the onboarding process for Councilor Springsteen. And that concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you, and it's good for us seasoned veterans to have a little onboarding as well. At this point, I will move to the consent agenda. That's why we need a little bit more onboarding. The use of the consent agenda has been made to expedite council action. It contains no resolutions tonight, but first reading ordinances. First reading ordinances appear on the agenda only for the purpose of setting future public hearing dates and ordering the newspaper publication of the proposed ordinance. No public comments tonight will be heard this evening on first reading ordinances. The public will have the opportunity to comment on the proposed ordinances during the scheduled public hearings on the dates set tonight by City Council. Any council member may request an item on the consent agenda be removed for separate discussion and action under general business. Will the clerk please read the consent agenda?
The consent agenda consists of items 8 and 9. Item 8, Ordinance O-2019-40, amending Chapter 9.80 and Section 1.16.080 of the Lakewood Municipal Code to add thereto provisions related to rodents, vermin, and certain illegal activities constituting a nuisance and the enforcement of such provisions. Item 9, Ordinance O-2019-41, authorizing a supplemental appropriation to the 2019 annual budget in the amount of $80,000 and authorizing the expenditure of grant funds from Community First Foundation for the payment of treatment services associated with the implementation of the municipal opioid streamlined to treatment most program.
Thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. Could I have a motion?
Mayor Paul, I move to order all ordinances introduced on first reading to be published in the Denver Post with public hearing date set for the date included in the ordinance, all of which are included in the consent agenda items introduced into the record by the city clerk.
Second.
All right, there's a motion and a second. Any discussion or questions? All right, seeing none, please cast your votes. And that passes 10 ayes, 0 nays. Thank you. Okay. We saved the shortest meeting for Miss Springsteen's first meeting. So let's go ahead and go with council reports, and I'm going to start with Mayor Pro Tem.
No report.
All right, I'll start all the way down here.
Just one thing to announce that Ward 5 will be not having a meeting in December. We've decided that we all need more Christmas shopping time. So we are going to meet again in January, but we will not be having a December meeting. Thank you.
Councilor Franks? Councilor Bita?
Yeah, I do. Thank you, Mayor. I have something I'd like to say. This is our first meeting after the election. And, you know, these elections are hard on everybody, not only our council, but our staff, our employees. And it's not good to say that we're now have that behind us. And kind of as a symbol of pulling together as a council, I wanted to bring something out. And first, let me paint a picture of a movie I know that we've all seen, Dances with Wolves, when the wise chiefs of the tribe all get around the fire ring and they talk about the issues that affect the tribe. And it's very interesting watching that interaction. And of course, one of the things they do is they pass the peace pipe. Well, I thought it was a little cold tonight for us to go out and sit around a fire. So instead, I bought a peace pipe and something symbolic for us. And I'd like to pass it around so as a symbol of us all pulling together as a council tonight and doing what we can, doing what's right for our tribe. And but I want to just one clarification. I said pass the peace pipe. I didn't say anything about smoking the peace pipe. We'll hold that off for another time. So, there you go. No comment.
Now the new person gets to run it all the way back down. Welcome. Ward 2 will not have a December meeting.
Councilor Springsteen, I was going to go to you next. Come back this way.
Mike did mention that Ward 3 will not have a December meeting as well.
Councilor Gutwein? Councilor Skilling? Councilor LeBear?
Just wanted to congratulate everyone on their elections and re-elections, and mention that our municipal 152 exemption passed. So just want to congratulate the council for that. Thanks.
Councilor or Mayor Pro Tem Abel?
Just wanted to let folks know that Ward 1 will not be meeting this December either. Thank you.
All right, so I have a few just quick housekeeping and then a couple comments that I'd like to mention. We have council, if you haven't got back to me on your committee's assignments, what you wish you'd like to do, please let me know so we can get that done. As well as the retreat, there's been a couple days proposed and then a new one now potentially for the end of February. So if we could get that finalized, that would be fantastic. And then the first meeting of January is when I think we'll codify the new committees as well as Mayor Pro Tem position. Also like to send our best to Councilor Johnson, who is at home sick tonight. We hope she feels better. And I'd like to thank a few people. Michelle Millard, our clerk, who ran her first election and did an incredible job. I know that probably wasn't easy, but thank you to you and your team. Carrie and Donna, who put together our reception and do so much to help support all of us. I want to thank you. And as you heard, and I'm glad Councilor Bita brought this up, campaigns are tough and they become very challenging, and not only on the candidates who are running, but on the families who support them. So I want to definitely take the time to thank all the families who were part of folks that took the opportunity to run, put their name out there. You have winners and you losers. You have winners and losers, and I just want to thank everybody for engaging and working hard to help move the city of Lakewood forward. I would like to personally thank the great people of the city of Lakewood for giving me this opportunity to serve you another 4 years. I'd like to thank my family. I'd like to thank Matthias, who's here tonight, who's my campaign manager and did an incredible job, as well as my girlfriend, Anna, who, when you talk about family and the sacrifice, now that it's over, you really realize what some of that could be and how challenging that can be for a relationship. So thank you all very much. And at the end of the day, what I did learn is while we have our differences, we all love our city. And we have a unique opportunity, and it starts with me, starts at the dais, starts with us being able to change the narrative of our city. We have some heavy lifting in these next couple months. We need to get Question 200 implemented and make sure, because there's so much more beyond what we're dealing with and what we have coming up. We have a big order, we have a big task. We have a lot of communities that are seeing great success, and sometimes we're being overlooked. And we have that opportunity to change that. And so my pledge is to continue to work hard. My pledge is to work with all of you. I've had to learn a lot over the last 4 years, and sometimes I felt like I did a good job, and sometimes I probably fell short. But we can all take that. We can take a spirit of working hard with our citizens, working hard with our staff, Our staff is dedicated. They care greatly for our community and really change the tone in our city. Outside of development, there are other issues. I know that's front and center, and we're going to deal with that, and I hope we can really move forward with that. But we need to look at affordable housing in our community. We need to look at homelessness. We have a major stormwater project. We have some money sitting around for some parkland, right? That's really exciting. So we need to make sure that we can deploy that, make sure that we're addressing public safety. We can dream big on retail, right? That's what I talked about. Other communities are seeing a lot of great opportunities and really cool amenities. Let's bring that to Lakewood. And last but not least, as we look at our next 50 years, we have a lot of infrastructure, and I know many folks have talked about this. We have things that we want to make sure we look at for the next 50 years and ensure that we have the infrastructure set in place and that we have the financing capabilities to make sure that we continue to be a great community. So I want to thank all of you up here, and I want to extend my hand to you and really say, let's reset the tone, create a new tone, and move our city forward. So thank you. With that, Ms. Millard, anything? Ms. Hodson? Well, we are done at 8:02. And so please get home safe and be safe the next couple of days.